What's up, guys? It's Bane. I'm an 18-year-old welder, and I just wanted to talk about something I'm seeing everybody pushing online, and that's going straight into the trades out of high school, whether it's HVAC, welding, plumbing, diesel mechanic. There's all different trades and all different paths you can take, and everybody seems to be pushing you towards one. They're going to be saying things like college is a scam, there's no debt, no doubts, and big money in the trades. And I'm not bashing them. I'm not even saying this is wrong. I'm in the trades myself. There's just things you might want to consider. The trades will give you a life. They'll give you money, they'll give you a house, they'll give you family, but nobody talks about what going straight into the trades out of high school can mean for your future and the mistakes you might make going into it. So if you're a senior or a recent grad and you feel like family and friends are pushing you towards the trade, here are some things that you might just want to consider. The money is not what TikTok and YouTube are promising you right now, or even what some family members are promising you. You're probably hearing a lot about $100,000 salaries and people buying brand new trucks and even some days off, maybe if you're thinking about seasonal work, but it's just not quite what everybody makes it out to be. You're going to start out as an apprentice or a probationary worker, something along that lines, and you're going to be doing all the hard work for pretty low pay, whether it's $20 an hour, $15 an hour, whatever it is in your area. You are going to be, as the new guy, doing the hard work nobody else wants to do. These guys are older, they've been doing it longer, they have more say, even no matter what you might think and how much you hate that, they have more say on what you do than you do yourself, and especially if your foreman's a dick. He's going to put you with everything that you don't wanna do and that you know he wouldn't wanna do either. Now, you're probably saying, "Bane, that's just like any job, you're gonna have to do stuff that you don't want to do all the time," but I'm talking risk your safety stuff. You're gonna have to use a cutoff wheel for a piece of pipe, and you're gonna have no guard on it. You're gonna be thinking about, "Oh, I'm gonna cut my finger off this whole time." It's stuff that you shouldn't have to deal with and you don't want to deal with when you're on a job. I mean, you're a grown man, you're just coming to work to get your paycheck. You don't have to be worrying about if I'm gonna go home with all my fingers tonight or not. It's just not things that anybody should have to worry about in their job, and you don't want to. And if you don't have to, avoid it. There are ways to avoid this path. Another one of the struggles can be getting stuck in this path. When you come into work all day, every day for a week or a month straight, you don't really have a lot of energy to go work on something in your free time. So you might be thinking right now, I've got big plans for the future, stuff I want to do, maybe a YouTube channel, maybe a business I want to start, and I'll have time once I'm in the trade. Once I have the money coming, I'll have time to go work on that or whatever. You won't. You just won't. You are going to come home, you'll be tired, you just worked 12 hours, you got yelled at all day, you don't really have time to come home and work on something that you might even be passionate about. But there are things that you can do to help kind of set yourself up so you will have time to work on it. Start right now. If you are in high school or you are getting ready to go into the trade and you have time, I would start working right now on whatever project you have so you can get over that beginning hump, because the beginning is always the hardest part. Everybody knows that. So if you can get over that while you aren't in the trade, maybe when you are in the trade, you'll have that little bit of extra energy to go ahead and finish whatever it is you were working on, whether it's a business or a YouTube channel or a game or whatever you're working on. Try to do that before you're in the trade or when you have a break in the trade, because when you're actually doing the work every day in, day out, going for that paycheck, making that money, you're not gonna have the energy and you're not gonna have the time to do it. You're not gonna have as much free time. You gotta go to sleep. Sleep is very important for when you gotta wake up at 3 or 4 AM the next morning, and some things just you aren't gonna have time to do anymore. And one of those things is going to probably be working on any side businesses or dreams that you had. So don't forget them. Don't just say they're not important. Your dreams or who make you as a person. You have to always be working towards your dreams. Just make sure you do that when you have the time so you don't get stuck in a trade. You might be using the trades as a way you think you won't have to really use your brain that hard or really use too many problem solving skills as you would in college or a white collar career, but the truth is you will, if not more than you would in any other career. The trades, you have to use them in real world examples. It's going to be current as to that moment of what am I going to do to figure out this problem. And everybody expects that of you. It's not something they're going to teach you and coddle your hand, and it's going to be something that is expected of you. Just you need to know when I give you a problem or when your foreman gives you a problem that you know how to solve it without going and looking up a bunch of stuff or having to ask for a bunch of help. You need to know how to just do it right then and there. So the trades is really a way to force yourself to learn discipline, to learn how to use your problem solving skills if you don't have them. But I'm not going to say it's a replacement or even a substitute or less of a way to use your brain than college or a white collar career. It's just as hard, if not harder, in a lot of cases. Just something you have to consider before really joining it, thinking, I'm just going to fly through this. It's going to be easy every day. Waiting does not mean you're failing. I hear that from a lot of people my age, even my friends, that they feel like they're just getting behind, that they're waiting for something that isn't coming. And I'm not saying just sit around at home on the couch watching anime or movies all day. Like, go and work towards your goal, but just because you aren't exactly where you want to be a week or 2 or a year out of high school, that doesn't mean it's not coming. As long as every day you do 1% towards your goal, I mean, 100 days you'd be there. So you got to keep working and always have a plan. Just make sure you're working towards a goal and you're not just sitting around waiting on life to give you a bonus or a way to get out. It's not. You have to keep working. Always make sure that you have a goal, but waiting on joining a trade is not always a bad option. You just think through your choices. You don't want to jump into something and find out it's the wrong choice later on. Think through them. Make sure that's what you want to do. That's the right move for you at that time in your life. And this is what you're ready for. It's a commitment. It's something that you got to be ready for. These are just things I feel that every young man or woman who sees the trade as a possible career path or something that they want to get into, I feel like these are just things they need to consider before fully diving into and giving it 100% or the next 40 years of their life is this really what you want to do? I've gotten into the trades, I've had time to think over it, it's something that every day I seem to think, "This isn't really what I wanna do with the rest of my life." I just don't want anybody else getting in that situation. If you have any recommendations for future videos, please leave them in the comments. You have any recommendations on how I can make these videos, please leave them in the comments. And always remember to like and subscribe, it's always appreciated. Don't mind the background footage, that's just me and my buddy playing one night after work, I'm not too good at the game. But thank you all. See you later.